Hello and welcome to Vlogmas Day, I can't remember, 18. Welcome to Vlogmas Day 18. In today's video, I'm sharing my content calendar with you. Now, this is a core piece of my full marketing dashboard, which I'll be diving into tomorrow. But I wanted to go over this just because it is a big part of it. And of course, I'm sharing this template free for you today. All you have to do is sign up to my newsletter. The link is in the description. So when we're thinking about creating our content, I like to think of it in campaigns, and I usually do it in 12 weeks. If you remember at the very beginning of Vlogmas, I shared a book that really inspired me called 12-Week Year by Moran. And in that book, he talks about treating our quarters like mini years. So whenever I'm thinking about creating content, I also like to think of that in quarters. And so I'll come in here, I'll map out all of the content that I want to create, and that way it makes it a little bit easier to batch. Now, with the exception of Vlogmas, because I had planned to do this last month and I just wasn't very well, so I wasn't able to execute on that. So we're doing it in the moment. So sometimes it doesn't work out, but what was helpful is I had all the videos planned out and I had all of the templates planned out. So even that step there made it so much easier for me to show up every day, even if it wasn't as, or it hasn't been as the very best version of myself. And I'm happy sharing that with you because I think it's an important lesson. I don't ever want my content to come across as really polished or together all of the time, because I think it sets a really unrealistic standard for all of us in business. Stuff happens and we have to adapt. But having a content calendar in place with planned out content is a big step in making this whole process a lot easier. So let's dive in. You'll see that I've got 3 tabs at the top here. So I've got my weekly schedule where I can see all of my content that will be going out over the week. I have a calendar view of all of my content, and then I've got this section here called Plan Ahead. And this is usually where I start out. So to begin, I will usually just add the post title, the purpose. So I break it down into discoverability, community, and conversions. You could change any of these just by clicking the 3 dots. You just change the label, the color, delete as necessary. If you want to add a new one, you just start typing and it will allow you to create a new one. Status, that's pretty self-explanatory. I will write in the post description, and sometimes if this is for Twitter, I'll write the full thing in here. If it's for YouTube, I'll usually just write a short description and I'll put the full description within the post itself. I can upload media here, a URL, and then I'll select the publish date and I'll select the publish day. Now, the publish day and the publish time becomes really important for this weekly scheduler here. So what I've done here, let's move me down here for now. What I've done is I've come over here and I have grouped this by publish day, which is allowing me to have that weekly view. And then I've also subgrouped it here by time. So right now it's just AM and PM, and that way I can see it as if it's being posted. But if I come back into Plan Ahead here, I can change this time from AM and PM to specific times. So I could have 9 AM, 12 PM, 3 PM, whatever I wanted it to be. And that would allow me to see specific posting times in here as well. Then I just have some checkboxes for where this is going out. So this is designed for content to be republished. So creating one post and then it going out on multiple platforms. However, some people prefer to create it all separately. If you wanted to do that, you could always come in here and you could delete or hide any of these columns, and you could create a new column with either select or multi-select, and you could put platform in here. And you could add your various options. So say IG, say we add Twitter, and that way you could just come in here and you could select the platforms that way. It's whatever you prefer. I'll show you why I like the checkboxes. If I come over to my calendar view and say I add a new post in here, and I just call it example post, and I just start marking some of these off, then what I can do is I can come to properties and I can choose to show all of these steps, and it will tell me where this post is going out. So I quite like the checkboxes here, but it depends on what view you like. It's really to everybody's own taste. So then if we come back over, I still haven't figured out what to do with me. We don't know. I got to figure out the specific placement. If we come on over under this drop down, you'll see I've included multiple templates in here, and this is where the real value of this is, in my opinion. I use these all of the time. So if we come into the email template, for example, I've got it set up with these little prompts that make it a little bit easier just to remember all of the different steps I need to take. And if you follow your own template in here, you can always create your own by coming to this drop down and selecting new template. So you can set it up and pre-configure all of those steps for yourself. So if we come in here and I select edit, then what I could do is I could mark this off as email. So every single time I select this template, it's going to automatically check off as email. I can add my subject line, copy, call to action, and resources. Same with my YouTube template. So if we come in here, you'll see here I've got all of the different steps and I've got some resources in here that I can use. So I find that to be really helpful because it just reminds me to keep track of all the different steps I need to take. Now, tomorrow when I share my full marketing dashboard, you'll see that I have other sections at the top of every template that pulls in inspirational sources, topics, all that good stuff. That's tomorrow's video, but I just wanted to preface with that because I'll be showing you how you can pull that in to this template if you go ahead and download that today. And we have one for an article and for Twitter threads as well. So like I said, once I come in here and I map out all of my content, I'll always make sure that I've got the published date and the published day. And then here I'll be able to view posts. So again, if I come in here, you'll see it's got all of these different check boxes there so I could see where it's going out. I would just call this new post. I could easily come in here and I could change this out and say what it's for so I can get a good overview of what's going out this week. And then if I want to see a monthly view of what I have posted or what I haven't posted and I'm yet to post, I could come in here to my calendar view. So that is a look at my content calendar. Like I said, this is just one piece of a bigger marketing dashboard. So if you are interested in accessing this, make sure to sign up. The link is in the description. You will get access to this for free. And then tomorrow, make sure to come back and watch as we go through the full marketing dashboard because you'll see how I put this to use and use this to drive campaigns, not only in planning campaigns, creating the content, but also tracking the results as well. I hope you stick around for that, and I hope that you're enjoying Vlogmas. Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again tomorrow with another video.